Hi everybody, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. Now I'm going to show you, I got these from a charity shop. They were on chains. I've cleaned it up. It was just really filthy, so I've cleaned it up. And I've also got this little butterfly, and I thought they'd make excellent charms, you know, to put on key rings and stuff like that. That would be beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try make a mold out of them. And I say try because this one has lots of little holes. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to get some bezel tape. Actually, not this one, a thicker one. And we're going to put some bezel tape on the back. And then let's see how big it is. It's slightly curved on the back as well, which has always been a problem for me when I'm making a mould for some reason. If it's curved, I've had it. And I'm going to go over this with a lollipop stick. Make sure it sticks. Like I say, it's curved, so I'm just going to focus on the outline of it. Push it down. This one I think will be fine, but I don't want it raising up in the silicone. So I will do the same to that. Turn it over. Right, I'm going to go and get some silicone mixed up, and then we'll see what we can do with these. I used 50 grams of each part A and B, so there's 100 grams there, and I stirred it for 4 minutes. Won't worry too much about the bubbles with Let's Resin Silicone Rubber. It's very, very good at getting rid of it. It's bubbles. Right, transfer tape. I need a sheet of transfer tape. And I'm using the Nick Pro mould housing. And I've just made it with just a few, just to fit that. There's double-sided sticky tape on the underneath. And I'm just going to stick it on, press it down good and firm. Right, I'm just going to cut round this now, because we don't need all that tape, and I want to fit both pieces in this mould housing. Sorry about me here. You want to make it so that there is room all the way around, so the piece is not touching the walls. We need enough space for the mould to go around it. Do the same to this one. Let's see if we can fit this. Turn it round, see if this will fit in here. Yeah, there's enough room there. Does feel like they will move. I'm kind of hoping they don't. Let's give them a good press down. Because see how I shaped around the back, both pieces. Of course, yeah, I always want to do shaped ones. So there will be some trimming after. I just don't want them floating up in the silicone, which I'm guessing now I've made too much of. Right. Nice and slowly from quite high up, I'm just going to pour the silicone in. There we go. Do like this part. It's good fun. Usually don't get any overspill with these mould housings, although it does happen. You want a fairly decent amount. I prefer it a bit thicker, the mould, just to be sure. There we go. I think that's enough. We're just going to leave it a couple of hours and see what it does. I'm going to go and find something to do with this because it cannot be wasted. Right, it's been about 2.5 hours. It's very, very warm in here, so it's absolutely fine now. It's all cured. I did manage to... Oh, Matt's moving. I did manage to find something for the leftover silicone. I'll show you that in a moment. Let's get this out. Right, let's take this tape off. Oh, I'm sorry, I know. It's all coming apart on its own. How wonderful. Right, I'll trim this up. I'll not make you sit through all that. And I'll be back with you. I've got it out. It was all, the silicone had gone through all the little holes and was still attached at the back. So I've just gone over it with a pair of scissors like that and cut off the stray bits. But got quite a good impression there. I'm really quite chuffed. So we'll take this one out. This one was the same. It was stuck through all the little bits. So again, I'll just go off and cut all the stray bits off. There we go. Right, now the leftovers. I got out an embossing folder. I do like my embossing folders. I'm going to pull this off. And Mr. Editor has sorted out my levelling table, so it was really rather level. I'm just going to take the gammon tape off. Oh, I've ripped it. Of course I have. It's Monstera leaves. That's good, isn't it? It's come out lovely, that. Really has. Right, I'll trim that up. Now, these can't be used for another 24 hours. So if you're making a mould, always leave it 24 hours before you put anything in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it for 24 hours and I'll come back with some resin mixed up. Okay, it's been a day now. It's the day after. And I'm going to be using J Diction's UV resin, coloured resins. I'm just going to pop a bit of black in the eye. Now I'm only using black because they were black in the original piece. Oh, my words are evading me today. So we'll get a bit of black in there. I'm going to stick this under the lamp, which you don't need to see, and then I'll come back for the body. I'm going to be using clear for the body. I'm using J Diction's, the new formula. UV. I can't imagine we'll need much. That's going under the lamp for 3 minutes. Right, I want to do this one, and I'm going to be doing the stone that's in the middle. I don't know where I've put my original pieces. Typical. The stone in the middle, I'm going to be using blue. When it comes out. Here we go. The stone to be blue, and I'm going to paint around the outside with silver. I think that's enough. Let's just give that a bit of a clean up. Do excuse me, scissors coming in. That does not need to be there. It really doesn't. Let's get rid of all that blue. There we go. We'll cue that up and then I'll start painting on. I'm going to use silver mica powder and I'm just going to paint it on everywhere else. I'm using a little cotton bud, hoping that this will do it, but not holding out much hope for it. I'll give you a bit of music while I'm doing this. That's kind of sweet. I'd have to do it again. I mean, that one's no good because you can't see the stone, but it's come out lovely. And I'd have to drill the holes to make it into a charm. We will try that again. Bit of overhang there. I'll have to watch that overpour on the next one. That's very sweet. Right, the owl. Let's have a look. Let's see how the owl came out. Bit of overpour again. Oh, this one just snaps off. That's very cute. Yeah, that's very cute. I would like to see what it looks like in epoxy resin, because my idea was take it out when it's bendy and pop it onto a pot or decorate something with it. If it's on a pot and it's bendy, it'll bend round, won't it? That's very sweet. I'd like to see that in other colours and epoxy resin. We'll try it with one more colour and we'll try that again now that I've used the mould once and see what it looks like. I've dusted black Let's Resin mica powder on the eyes, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to brush on. This is a chameleon powder from Let's Resin, and I'm going to brush on, no, not the violet, Galaxy. It's my favourite. I love this one. I'm just going to dust this all over. More of an owl colour, isn't it? Don't know whether I will get it in there. Let's just have a look. We need it around there as well. Very flexible, this silicone. Wonderful stuff. Right, that's the gold, and that's what I'm going to use. It's still the chameleon flake, and I'm going to use it on the butterfly. So here it is. It's very gothic looking. I kind of like it. needs trimming up again. I don't know what's wrong with me for overfilling things. I need to get my deburring tool in that. That's just not coming out. That's very sweet. Slightly matte again, the mould. It's definitely me. I thought I cleaned the piece very, very well, but obviously not. Let's see if this will get it off. That is very cool. Very cool indeed. And like I say, with epoxy, I can bend it to go around anything I want, any pot. Or I could just leave it as a pendant. That'd be lovely. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will trim this up and I'll leave the pictures at the end. It was about whether I could actually make a mould out of that, because it did have lots of holes in it. And yeah, it was successful. I'm really, really pleased. Now, just to find the plain one. I'll put it in the photos. Very cute. Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye.